Hello, welcome back to Deconstructing with Dawn. I hope that your new year has already begun to be happy and healthy and that everything you've ever dreamed of and it continues all 365 days. I wanted to share a resolution with you guys and a few other ones that I've had. I'm a real believer in resolutions and I'm a real believer in starting fresh the new year. I know that you could start fresh any day of the year, but I like to have resolutions and I like to follow them as well as I possibly can. Here's a few years of resolutions. Probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, my resolution was to be accessorized. And I had a lot of costume jewelry and good jewelry and that kind of thing. And I just never wore it. I just, I didn't have time in the morning, getting 3 kids ready for school and work and getting out the door. I didn't have time to put on earrings or a watch or whatever, but I wanted to give it a good shot. I wanted to accessorize. And so everybody knew what my resolution was going to be at Christmas time. And I got all kinds of jewelry for Christmas, and I did a really good job that year of wearing a watch every day, earrings and even headbands. I accessorized to the top to bottom. And then come the next year, I don't think I've worn a watch since then. I still have them, but I don't wear them. So anyway, that was one silly year. Last year was no more mail. I've had a love-hate relationship with the post office, and I have facts to prove this, but over about a 3-year period, I've lost about $1,500 in products, the cost of mailing and having to rebuy products and remail them. To no avail. They have not once paid me back for the insurance. So getting insurance on these packages, on the priority packages, is a waste of money. So yeah, I've lost about $1,500 over about a 3-year period, and I was done. So all of last year, my resolution was no more mail. So most of your bills, in fact, every single one of our bills is online, or we can go in person if we need to. And I'm a big shopper. I love to buy gifts for people and mail them things. Lots of babies were born. I'm obsessed with baby showers. I do baby showers in a box. So I have like a niece that lives in Tennessee and she had another child this past year. And I'm a big person of, I get everybody I can around the local family to participate, and I do a baby shower in a box. So I send them things that you would have at a baby shower, games and gifts and all this kind of stuff. Well, in fact, the second kid that she had, I mailed, custom stuff with his name embroidered on it. It came up missing. It got to Nashville, Tennessee, and never moved anywhere past that. It got dead mail there. Well, you know where it's at, so send it back to me or carry on, but they never did. So I digress. I have a love-hate. I'm telling you, I appreciate when a package, I can't even tell you, and I'm so thankful and so happy when I receive a package. I can't even tell you. But anyhow, so I did no more mail. So the only mail I did mail out was condolence cards. So, and then I had one giveaway here, and my best friend's birthday present. I couldn't, my best friend's my best friend. I could not mail her something. So otherwise, everybody else, if I had to mail something, I either used Etsy or Amazon and just had it mailed directly to them. But otherwise, it was just condolence cards is all I sent out, and that was it. I think I maybe 10 things all year long is what I mailed. So in retaliation to that, my best friend, we do a name exchange because my best friend is actually my family member. She married my cousin. So my best friend of 35 years is actually a cousin now of mine for 25 years. Anyhow, so we do the name exchange. She got me for Christmas and her son got my son and whatever else. So they mailed our Christmas presents, and sure enough, we didn't get them. So one more example of why I have a problem with the mail. It didn't come. So they sent 4 packages and only 2 arrived. 2 are gone forever, and she handmade one of the items for me. So that really sucks. So that's why I had no more mail, because it's just heartbreaking. Anyhow, so let's see. That was no more mail. I accessorized one year. No more mail. A couple years ago, 3 years ago now, I started losing my vision really, really bad. And so it was so bad that it was just like every month they would do the new test. It would just be worse and worse. Right now, I'm kind of stabilized at where I'm at right now. I'm semi-stable. So eventually I'll lose my vision completely, but right now I'm stable. But anyway, when it was losing it so fast, my resolution for 2016 was to see new things. So every single month, starting the first day of January, I went and saw new things. In fact, the first thing we did that year was there's a thing called a hilltop house where we live, and it's my my Om spot, my meditation in my vision. And when I meditate, that's the picture in my mind is the hilltop house. It's been abandoned for like 30-40 years. It was owned by the creator of our town, and it's just like a mile up on a hill, and I just adore it. Well, I wanted to see new things. That was the first thing I did, was hike, basically. There's a skinny little road that goes up to that house, and it's about a mile, to my understanding, a total walk, and we did it. And I am in no shape to be doing that kind of thing. Very dangerous for me, but we did it, and it was one of my most personal accomplishments in my life, really. And then every month thereafter, February, March, all through the year, I saw new things. Like March that year, I saw Ireland. Just silly, however I could fit it in, I saw new things every single month. So that was a fun one. Let's see. Anyway, so I do random stupid resolutions, and I do my very best to follow them. Many years ago, it was like lose weight, that kind of thing, and I did my very best to do that. But I have Graves' disease. I have no control over that. So why try? I mean, I eat 1,000 calories a day. I can't do anything about this. So I'm just going to be happy. And, I know my life is short, so I'm going to live it as best as I can. So this year's resolution is to travel more. Not just like travel out of state, travel out of the country, that definitely will happen, but even travel around your own community. Like today we started off with the first day of the year, traveling to the end of a road. When my husband and I have lived here for 30 years, and we had no idea that the main drag that we live off of extends beyond where we always turn off at. So we actually drove it to the end and saw things that we'd never seen. It was a beautiful vista. We live in a valley. So, and it wasn't until a few years ago that I realized we lived in a valley. The name is Apple Valley, but I didn't realize we lived in a valley. Duh. We have no apples, mind you. Absolutely no apples. It was just in the 50s or 40s or 50s, it was a real estate scheme to get people to move here. So they called it Apple Valley, but otherwise, it was just a county, but we do live in a valley. So we got up to this one spot today, and you just see the entire valley underneath of you, and it's just beautiful. So anyway, travel is the theme for this year's resolution, and whether it be local travel or extended travel, I'm going to travel as much as possible. Even if it's in my own mind, I'm going to be traveling. So what is your New Year's resolutions? Do you keep them? Do you look back at the year and think, oh, I didn't do a good job at that? Or do you do your very best to honor a commitment in your mind of a resolution? Or do you think every day is a new day to start over? I'm in the good mindset that, January 1st is a brand new, fresh year. I like to do new things and base it off of that. It gets kind of stale come around October. You're like, oh God, I got to finish this out. But whatever, whatever you choose to do. What are your resolutions? Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all soon.